Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Final Countdown here on Pez of the Mind. I am your host, James Phoenix, as always. Joining me is Chris the Mole
Hello.
and Anastasia Lazerbeam.
Hello.
So, continuing with our Final Countdown, a year of villains, as we have been doing for all of 2017 thus far. This month, we're going to count down our top 5 villain vehicles, mounts, or other modes of transportation.
As long as it's riding something.
Yes, as long as it is riding something, and as long as said mode of transportation is not also a headquarters. So, like the Death Star, the Technodrome, those
Oh,
wouldn't
it
count.
can't also be at headquarters? Oh, my bad.
We didn't say that, didn't we, Mo?
I thought we said we could. I thought we said they could be headquarters if they travelled in them.
Okay.
Yeah, because
But
I'm one that would
it
headquarters.
couldn't be like you said. It couldn't be like Starscream wouldn't count as he's his own transportation.
Fair enough. Okay. I don't have any bases anyway, but fair enough. That works. Let's just go with it. I used a bunch of technical base vehicles on the base one last month anyway. So, alrighty. So let's per the usual, we'll go from left to right based on my screen. So pew pew number 5.
Okay, number 5. Okay, I hope this counts. And I'm not being shitty. But Dr. Octopus's mechanical arms. I thought that was a really cool way of similar to Spider-Man getting around the city. His arms specifically, and how they have the names of the Pac-Man ghosts. So I just thought it was a clever, cool way to do it. And if I could have giant like robot arms take me everywhere instead of walking, that would save me a whole lot on, because they do it themselves. Like it's not like you have to like do it yourself. So that's basically public transportation on your back. So I could like read a book while I'm being taken places.
Well, technically they're patched into Doc Ock's spinal column. He's mentally controlled.
But when the thingy broke on his back of his neck, then
the robot possessed him. Yeah, you don't. That's not good. You don't want that.
Like that means
I don't think being possessed is a worth price to pay for transportation.
Yeah, but
To be
if
fair,
I could
it also
like,
depends which version, because one version he's had him run around independently.
That's true.
I was thinking if I could like we could be friends, like I could just tell them to take me places and be like free public transportation. That would make me super happy.
Okay, then why not? We'll go with it. Mole number 5.
Number 5 is. I'll do that just to make sure it doesn't blink off during it.
I thought about that one.
Cooper Clown Car.
Nice.
It's on my list just because it's so fucking stupid. But I love it because look, it's Bowser, the ultimate evil, in a fucking face, grinning. Like,
yes.
What the hell's wrong with you? No, you couldn't find a less intimidating vehicle if you tried.
Yeah.
I love it. It's adorable.
It is. Related note, honorable mention to everything Dr. Robotnik has ever built.
Ah.
We're getting there. Don't give away people's lists.
Oh, sorry.
I mentioned 2, Jim, that was on my list.
Oh, did you? I don't even remember that.
Yep.
Anyway.
And his name's Eggman.
Okay. I think Robotnik's a better name.
I think Eggman's an accurate name.
Fair enough. All right, moving on to me. Yeah, let's go. All right. I'll just say it real quick. I was considering Lobo's motorcycle. I decided not to go with it. That was going to be.
Don't do honorable mentions until afterwards, in case they're on anyone else's list that's not. But
okay.
We've mentioned that rule in the past. Of otherwise, you just give away everyone's stuff.
Okay, fair enough. So in that case, where is it? I'm going to do this one. I don't know if this counts. Let me know. If it doesn't count, I have a backup option. But for number 5, how about the Mobius chair?
Yeah, fuck it.
Is that similar to
I
Modoc's chair?
Kind of. I chose to go with the Metron version rather than the more recent Batman in the chair. But effectively, the Mobius chair is from the DC universe. It is an all-powerful cosmic chair that basically the person sitting in said chair has an infinite, omnipotent knowledge. And
Does it move?
the chair also floats through the air and allows them to instantly transport themselves anywhere they want to go.
Okay, so it needs to
Yeah,
move.
and the chair transports them anywhere in the galaxy they want to go, and it's just really cool. It flies around; they can land it on things. It's a cool thing. It's a flying chair. So I thought the movie shows just because on top of being able to transport you around, it has all kinds of other bonus features like giving you infinite knowledge of things, and also as I understand it, the way Batman explained it, as long as you're sitting on the chair, you don't need to eat or drink. So that's kind of cool.
Or pee.
Or pee, or that. So you could just fly around in the chair and just do whatever. So Mobius chair.
Yep.
Back to Pew for number 4.
All right. Number 4, the Super Devil motorcycle.
What the hell?
Family Guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Super Devil.
Yeah, and it's jar of marmalade that makes you commit adultery.
Yes.
Yeah, so I just thought it was super funny how it's like, it's like a ridiculous thing that
It went off.
yeah, faction. How like just like silly religious people are making up stuff, and they're just making up stuff based on that. So it's just fun. And it flies. So like that's cool. It's just badass and fun and ridiculous, and it's only evil because it looks cool.
Fair enough. Mole number 4.
My number 4. The Flying Dutchman.
Nice.
From Pirates of the Caribbean.
Good job.
Which, it looks cool. I always went with the Black Pearl, but I was like, you could argue it's a hero's vehicle that was stolen off him. So I was like, fuck it, Flying Dutchman.
Are pirates ever really heroes, though?
Jack
Yes.
Sparrow is the hero of our story, though.
That's true.
He's not the villain of our story. But
No.
yeah, it's a case of... So, but I was like, either one would count, but the Flying Dutchman looked cool, and it always comes out the water in such a cool way that I was like, I want to go with the Flying Dutchman.
Nice. I approve. All right. So, my number 4. Yes, because I thought this is a cool one. This kind of ties into one of my things from the headquarters one last week, sort of. Different generation of the family. The Pitbull, a.k.a. Griff Tannen's hoverboard for Back to the Future 2.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Interesting.
Because that thing was badass. It's got all it's red and black. It's got all spikes on the side. That big implant spike that's on the front right of it. It's got the 3 wrist attachments so that you can tow your 3 minions behind you. It's got rocket boosters on the back. It's badass. And because of the rocket boost, it works on water. It's a Pitbull. It's awesome. It's a freaking hoverboard. Okay. And no. Yeah. Back to Pew for number 3.
All right, my number 3 is I don't even know which one to call it. Scary Portal, Darkness Door from Kingdom Hearts.
I thought about that, but I wasn't sure if that would count.
I don't know. That's how they transport anywhere. It's a bullshit darkness portal.
That's true. That's true.
So basically you can summon any of these anywhere as long as you want. You can take other people through it if you want, and boom, door closed, door open. It's like, I don't know. It's basically your own personal anything, because you don't even have to worry about tune-ups or anything like that. It's just friggin' magic. So woo!
Yeah, it's plot convenience.
Yeah.
Plot convenience and a door.
Yeah, I mean, sure, there's that whole losing your heart to the forces of darkness thing that goes along with using that, but
Can't we have a good
potato
version of that?
potato.
Come on.
But like she said, good people can travel through it as well, though, because Nominee went through it and never lost it.
That's true.
Yeah. But
That
she
is
didn't
true.
create the door.
Thus, you just proved their own rules don't really matter.
Yep.
Except the only reason Nominee was able to do that is because she was tying into power through Diz, who was using Riku.
Which is still weirdly bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At any rate. Mole, number 3.
The Mean Machine, baby.
Oh, I didn't even think of that shit. We even
That's-
talked about it and I forgot it. Fuck.
It's the
it's
car
amazing.
all the other ones constantly, and it's just the drivers that was the weakest part of that because they'd stop to go and cheat. It was
Yeah.
filled with just a shit ton of like infinite gadgets that did fucking anything it wanted. It was funny. The Mean Machine from Wacky Races.
Great. That's perfect. That is great. All right. Number 3. My image here. Technically, there's been a lot of different incarnations of this particular vehicle over the course of all the different incarnations of its owner. I immediately thought of this particular version just because it's one of the more recent, and I thought it was really cool. The Joker Mobile.
Ah,
This is the one from Arkham Knight,
that was odd.
which is really cool.
The one that
Spoilers.
didn't exist.
Yeah. But it still appeared in the gallery, but it was still cool. Spoilers if you have not completed Arkham Knight. But effectively, at the end of the game, there is a point where Batman is injected with Scarecrow's fear gas, and because Joker's mind is within him from what happened in Arkham City, he has this basically hallucination of Joker taking over his body completely and basically what might have happened. And we see Joker murdering a bunch of people and then getting captured by all the other villains who are pissed off that Joker has been fucking with them. And as they all surround him to kill him, Joker hits a button and summons what is Batman's Bat Tank, repainted and restyled and retricked out into the Joker Mobile, which Joker then jumps into and just machine guns everybody in the room.
I will say, Joker's mind is not with him.
Okay.
Well, they make a point. It was the Joker's toxin in him causing the effect, and it was making Batman hallucinate the Joker was there because that's what Batman would associate with it and the stuff he went through. It was not actually Joker's mind. It wasn't like that bullshit they pulled on Joker Returns
Right.
that ruined the whole film for me.
Right, fair enough. Yeah, it was because like I guess like Joker's blood or something was in him, but yeah, it was basically he was hallucinating Joker as a part of him, and there seemed to be some type of forced Joker psyche trying to take him over somehow, or at least turn him into the Joker. So the Joker reveal, very cool. Where's my?
Pew for number 2.
Yep.
All right. Number 2 is, and I actually got the picture to stay up this time, the Cocoon again.
Ha!
Because it's mobile, and also, as you can see from the expressions of these people's faces, it's an amazing sight to see that just whirring by. He's like, "Yeah, look at that thing. What is that?" And it just leaves, and it leaves everyone with more confusion than actual terror. And I just like it. It's super non-threatening. The guy was like, "Yeah, look, get some kind of space turd or something like that." Like they didn't even know what it was, and half the time, and it's just awesome. And that's like their whole mobile HUD.
Is it weird when I look at it when you hold up the phone? Whenever we hold up the phone, it's less blurry than the Medicam pictures.
Yeah, I noticed that.
That shouldn't be a thing. They should be the least. They should be the least valuable option.
So yeah, Cocoon, Venture Brothers.
Nice.
Jim.
Oh, that's muted. Sorry, I said Mole. You're number 2.
Thank you. I was waiting for it to be introduced. My number 2.
Oh.
Darth Vader's TIE Fighter.
Nice.
From Star Wars Episode 4, back when TIE Fighters looked cool.
That was another of my considerations for number 5 in place of the Mobius chair.
But I went with Darth Vader's specific one.
Well, you should. It looks a lot cooler.
It looks cool, but it's also one the main villain actually used.
True.
The others, the villains didn't, so I was like, the others wouldn't count as much as they're just putty villains to put it in gym logic.
Ah.
So over to Jim.
All right, my number 2. Where is it here? I gave it to the Green Goblin's glider. particularly the Willem Dafoe one here, because I thought that was a really cool version of the glider. That it was flexible, so it let him have more movability to avoid, webbing and other projectiles coming at him in the sky. And I just thought it looked really cool, and like a thing that might actually be built and exist in the real world. So very cool on the Goblin glider. And the fact that it lets you fly around, it has weapons built into it, and you can summon it around. It's small enough that you can summon it around to pick you up from nearly anywhere.
I love the Goblin glider. Don't like that version.
Which is fair enough. I know a lot of people didn't.
Only because it requires you to wear the stupid Power Ranger costume that makes him not Green Goblin.
Did he require the costume? I didn't remember that.
Yes, that's the reason he was wearing it. It was a flight suit.
Oh, okay.
That you had to wear to pilot this to pilot it. And it's like, really?
Fair enough. On a related note to that, by the way, I threw this other picture in here because this is the other thing that came to my mind. Because the glider was the first one that came to my mind when I was thinking of this list. Also, honorable mention to the version of that glider from the PlayStation 2 video game of that movie, by the way, because that was really cool. Because number one, you had to swing around and fight Goblin while he was on the glider, and number two, as you can see from this image, there is a where if you beat the game, there is I think it's a code you put in, and you can unlock an slightly altered version of the story that lets you play through it as Harry Osborn's Green Goblin and lets you actually summon and fly around on the glider, which was really cool.
Yep, the best version in that game is if you enter the code that lets you play as the Alex Ross concept art.
That was also cool, yes.
Where you get the Spider-Man in his costume. If you look at Goblin, he's like got the hood and shit. Looks
he does, yeah, the flowered hood and shit. That was really cool. I did like that version. That's a great game. That was the first game I ever owned on PlayStation 2. Still have it over there. All right. Pew number one.
All right. My number one was, I think, Mole's number 5, or 4.
It was 5.
Ah, Bright. Ah!
The clown car.
It's the clown car.
Yeah, it's just so happy and like how can it be evil? It's just it's just a clown, and not like I'm scared of clowns, and I'm not scared of this one because it's just so wonderful and happy. Look at that, he's so smiley. There's nothing evil about that at all.
If you don't like clowns, you should really watch Doink.
That never heard of it.
Evil Doink. When Doink was evil, he was awesome.
He was. Doink was a clown who was also a professional wrestler.
You didn't watch him.
I didn't watch him, no. But I watched clips that you showed me. I watched
Evil Doink was the best.
I watched Doink's on a Mission.
Which didn't feature Doink.
No, which was still stupid. All right. Mole.
The Eggmobile.
Nice.
Because it constantly adapts and changes. Like you'll have that one who's got the wrecking ball, another one you'll have a drill on it. Constantly changes for what he needs it to, and it's awesome. And unlike a lot of vehicles, like if you think Darth Vader, they don't automatically draw. Like if someone's drawing Darth Vader, they don't automatically draw a TIE fighter with him. If you're drawing Eggman, most people will draw him in the car. It's as much part of the character as anything else, if that makes sense. Him and his little hover thing. Because he looks weird whenever you see his legs, and you're like, no, I don't want to see your legs. Get back in your little egg.
Nice.
He has really long legs for someone so cramped in that thing all the time.
And for me doing that, for me saying I'm not happy with his leg, I'll just say, I'm not even sorry.
Ah, nice. Very good. Very good. Approved.
Over to Jim.
Indeed. My number one. I actually gave this one because number one, it is an awesome vehicle, but also more because much like with Mole's number one there, because the vehicle is a well-known integral part of the villain. It's something that is heavily associated with her. And it always appears in any incarnation of her. And it's, it's really well known, and so I felt it was worthwhile mentioning it. In particular, the picture I have here happens to be the Once Upon a Time version, because that was a cool version that I liked that was recent. Give you Cruella DeVille's car.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with the ship with the flying bits on it.
No, but that was also cool.
Okay.
Now the Jolly Roger is cool, yes, but I didn't go there. No, it's Cruella DeVille's car because Cruella has had that car and it's looked relatively close to being the same ever since her initial creation and appearance in the original 101 Dalmatians animated cartoon like 60 or 70 years ago. And whenever she shows up, it's always that car is a defining part of her. You know, whether there's always that iconic scene from the movie where she's in it like this out of this log on her face, like just trying to chase down the puppies, looking psychotic. It's appeared in the sequels. The she had it in the cartoon series. It's appeared in all kinds of in the live. Glenn Close had a version of it in the live action movies. It's just an iconic part of her character. And I was really glad they brought it in for the Once Upon a Time version of her back in season 4, the second half of season 4, and even went out of their way to do a big reveal of it too, because like Rumpelstiltskin, spoilers if anybody out there hasn't seen season 4 Once Upon a Time yet. Rumpelstiltskin is recruiting some villainesses to assist him with a plot, and he recruits Maleficent and Ursula, and they go to get Cruella DeVille. And she's trying to milk some rich dude out of his money, but he caught her, and she's getting like all her stuff confiscated and arrested when they get there. And it's like doesn't have much left. And there's this. That's I was like, well, I have one thing left, and hits a button, and the garage behind her just opens, and there's this dramatic reveal, and just see the lights display DeVille, and it rolls out. There's the car. It's like, oh damn, that's badass. So it's one of the most psychotic and irredeemable villains of all time, and just her badass car, Cruella's car.
Yeah. I will say I like Cruella's car. I will say it's not the same as what you said.
Okay.
Sorry, when you said it's the same as Mole's, and I was like, no, because mine, like I mentioned, you know what? Most people don't draw him without it.
That's
Cruella,
true.
you always see her stood up with the fur coat.
That's true.
Eggman, it's
That's
weird
true.
to see his fucking little legs.
That's true. That's true. But it's still something that the vehicle is heavily associated with the character, was kind of my point. Yeah. So yeah, Cruella's car. Does anybody have honorable mentions?
I'm not going to.
Okay. I mentioned, like I said, I did have one consideration. I did have Lobo's bike. It was a consideration that I didn't end up using. That's the Injustice version.
I heard about the Music Meister having a motorcycle that was in the shape of 8 music notes, but I couldn't find an image of it. So
That sounds cool. I want to see that.
If we're going with bikes, I would give an honorable mention to Death's bike from Discworld.
Okay. And also, this kind of ties in. While I did go with the Arkham Knight version, honorable mention to Joker's badass Lamborghini from Suicide Squad.
It was. Well, my favorite version of the Joker mobile is Batman Brave and the Bold. It's got his fucking face on the front. It looks like a Batmobile.
Oh, if we're going like that, it's straight up Joker copter. With his face on the front.
Well, doesn't I think because that version of the Joker mobile isn't that the one that Lego Joker has too?
Yeah.
In Lego Batman 3.
Yeah.
All right.
And
well,
honorable mention, just to be a little nerdy, Judge Dredd's bike.
He had a bike?
Really?
I've only ever seen the Judge Dredd movie, and he didn't have it in the movie that I can recall.
He's had them on both movies. Both movies he's been on a motorbike.
Has he? Okay.
Like, even the good movie, he started on the motorbike at the beginning before he parked it outside to go into the tower.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen Judge Dredd in any iteration, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only seen the good newer movie because we watched it for a review together, but fair enough.
Yep, well, I will admit I've seen both. I've read the comics, but I hate the first film. The second film's awesome.
Indeed. All right. Well, this has been the final countdown. Thank you two for joining me as always.
Hey. Join us next week for join us next month for top 5 villain scars or blemishes.
No.
Wait, I want that to be a thing. I want it to be a thing. Oh, why do you keep saying no to the things I want? Stop this.
Stop wanting weird things.
That's awesome, but there's
scars from the Lion King an award.
There's enough of those that evil people have that we could do it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we could fill it with just facial scars from Zuko's scar.
And they have like the warts sometimes, or like the beauty marks.
But we're not doing that topic.
No, next month, and
Fake
because
eyelashes.
we did open this up with the DC version, we decided that coming out next month in May, because we do have the impending premiere of the first Marvel movie of the year, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. For the month of May, we will be counting down our top 5 TV and movie Marvel villains.
Okay.
Which is a lot harder, as they don't have good ones.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, they do good films. I just don't like the villains in a lot of them.
Which is fair enough.
Spoiler: Loki wins.
Yeah, kind of. Fair enough. So we will.
Are we? We're doing anything based on Marvel like we did with DC, right? So we can also include the X-Men films and Spider-Man films.
Yes, I would. That'd be fine with that, and as long as it's based on a Marvel property.
Does New Goblin count?
Why wouldn't he?
Because he redeemed himself right at the end and got impaled on his own surfboard.
Just like his daddy.
New Goblin did get impaled, but Venom killed him.
Fair enough. All right then. So, see, when you said New Goblin, my mind was thinking Emu Goblin from the Garfield movie.
That wouldn't be Marvel.
Yeah, this makes sense.
Garfield's not Marvel.
No, the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie.
Oh.
He wasn't called New Goblin. He was called Green Goblin.
I know, but he was still Harry Goblin, which is generally associated as being New Goblin.
No, it was only ever called New Goblin in that one. It's always normally called
Yeah.
Green Goblin 2 or Hobgoblin
Okay.
in the Ultimate World, where Hobgoblin was Harry. And you're like, really?
Really? Okay then.
Yeah, when they did another Goblin, like, fuck it, Hobgoblin. Like, I suppose if you're not going to do another Hobgoblin, why not?
Yeah. What the hell?
So, yes, scars and blemishes, people.
No. No.
Oh.
Oh,
See, this is
May,
why
as
we
in,
can't have
may
nice
I have a
things.
look at your scar?
yeah, no. Also, hasn't come out yet, but just because it looks cool in the commercials, honorable mention to Vulture's wings in that new Spider-Man movie that's coming out. Because they look cool. Anyway,
They do exist.
they do. At any rate, we will see you next month, folks. And for those of you that are fans of our other content, stay tuned later tonight because, of course, tonight is WWE Payback. We will be doing our usual slam tube of that following the pay-per-view. So,
And for the first time ever, someone here has had the balls to actually bet money via Paddy Power.
really?
Yeah, over 100 quid.
You bet 100 quid on a scripted event.
No, over 100 quid on a scripted event.
Okay, then.
One match I accidentally voted for the wrong person, then clicked the button. I was like, no. I realized after the fact I've bet like 30 or 40 quid just on Bray Wyatt. And I'm like, no, unless they do some sort of twist that I've not seen coming. No. Like the odds for Kevin Owens winning was so shitty. When he wins, I get 1 quid back.
Ah. In all fairness, I don't see why Bray Wyatt wouldn't win. It's his house of horrors.
Because he's on Raw.
So?
Although, interestingly enough, the odds were pretty good for Bray.
What does being on Raw have to do with it?
It's a SmackDown title.
Yeah, here's the thing, and that everybody noticed. About 3 weeks ago, they quietly removed all references to that being a title match. It's not.
I thought it was still a title match because Bray's mentioned on Raw he wants to get his title back.
He mentioned it, but it's supposedly all references to that being a title match anywhere where the pay-per-view have been grown. So it's, as far as we can tell, not a title match, which is why.
But I thought that was the reason it was on the event is because Brock wasn't there, so it's the way of getting a title match.
And that was the reason, and then they must have went, oh shit, if we book it this way, nobody's going to believe Bray has any chance of winning the belt. Not a title match, not a title match.
See, I would have believed he would have done it if it means they swap shows.
That would have been interesting.
Because they could always do twists with that, like, oh, Orton's now having to go to Raw because Raw's down a superstar.
That'd be interesting. But anyway, yeah, I could be wrong, but as far as I'm able to gather, it's not a title match. So,
Huh.
yeah.
Also, honorable mention to reverse Flash's legs.
Ha! There you go. Does the cosmic treadmill count because it moves him through time?
No, but the treadmill stays still. It's not a vehicle. It's a key to a portal.
Fair enough.
Honorable mention to his legs.
I don't know his legs. All right. We'll see you later, folks. Bye bye.